All right, friends, the 25th anniversary live stream. Weren't you guys so hyped? So they took a plot from the break, and I went one step further, and I just took a break from the game. Like, my pet's still starving. I don't know what they're doing for the game content-wise. I've heard a lot of. There's apparently they listed a new like for the next 4 months what we're gonna do. Oh, that makes me sad. Under 1 mil for my one of my chase items. So let's check it out. Oh Jesus, it has 4 comments in 8 hours. Oh, okay. Well, probably a pretty good gauge of what's going on. We're gonna have to zoom this shit. Hold on. Where's speed? That's better. Um, so just this like background, like I don't like I am just so fucking over gray bullshit and void colors. Like fuck me, I'm just like I'm done. It's like it's like going to Reddit and our picks and just seeing like just political shit. It's like I'm the elections happen. I need something new in Neopets. I can't see gray anymore. I don't want to click any more Void Essence. I don't want to see the Snow Ager in fucking purple. I want some goddamn content to play that's fun.
Plushie that will be released later this year. And if you have friends that aren't tuned in, I hate to break it to you, they're not your real friends because if they
Oh my god. This is like that Joe Biden comment. If you don't vote for me,
were, they'd to win some really cool prizes, including our new blind box plushie that will be released later this year. And if you have friends that aren't tuned in, I hate to break it to you, they're not your real friends.
I really like hate any kind of this little hippy dippy bullshit. Like if they're not your real friends, like can we just pump the brakes? You're you're working for a guy who makes dog shit game decisions. Everything's about fucking selling you $14 fucking new fucking recycled dog shit fucking art and dog shit fucking content with fucking terrible plot with terrible fucking art with it and terrible fucking rewards. Like please, like
because if they were, they'd also be watching to try to help you win. I'm very excited because this is our 25th anniversary special edition, and Neopets is just 1 week away from our prefrontal cortex being fully developed, and we are almost officially too old for.
like what the fuck? Like every time, god damn it! I thought we turned a leaf with you not being shit. I thought we'd turn a goddamn page. I thought you would like just fucking work down to like 50 words a fucking second here and just okay, we're gonna have fun here. It's our 20th anniversary. We're gonna play Kumbaya. There's gonna be some s'mores. There's gonna be some fucking kick the can. Just put your fucking hoodies on or fucking My Little Pony fucking hat, fucking sweet talk, and we're gonna have fun. But no,
Leonardo DiCaprio, so it's a very, very big day for us.
I forgot she's on 1.25 speed.
We've got some super exciting stuff planned for the stream, including a brand new game show that's totally not based off anything that already exists in the real world, a roadmap for 2025. Anyways, I'd love to just get into this segment. You know, we're going to be talking about like the history of Neopets and also a little bit about the Void Within, which you've been a big part of. But just to start off, I was wondering, how did you choose your TNT alias?
I don't give a fuck about.
I think are some of
I don't need. This isn't fucking like these like reality TV shows where it's like America's Got Talent. Well, like you have a minute talent. I don't want to hear how like you went to some school and then your best friend had to move away and you cried and here's the tetherball pit and here's where you played soccer and you got called a little bitch and you cried and your mom was like you gotta stick up for yourself and then you picked up fighting and then like you wanted to play dance. Like I don't give a fuck about your name. I
the
want the
most
game to not be dog shit. Like I just like
notable events that shaped Neopets.
oh my
That's a
god.
toughie, and I'll give you a little lore, but also give you some like outside of the world stuff too. I think because I feel like you kind of need a little bit of both. But for things inside the world, the first thing that comes to mind are plots that introduce new species and new lands, especially like the.
Oh, things we haven't done in like fucking a decade.
Virtue Pets or Tyranian Invasion plot, I feel like they help set the stage. But some of
We're talking about shit fucking from 2002.
coming out. But to wrap up all of my ranting, I really kind of hope that this revival era we've entered right now and the new life we're trying to breathe into Neopets through.
What the fuck are they telling this revival? The second they fucking would ban, like, I saw the little page there. You know what? Like, I can't be fucked. Like, let's get serious about this. Let's get serious about this. There was a little graphic about this, yeah. In case I don't watch the whole video and I lose my fucking mind. So, November, birthday bash. I don't know what fucking Sun Scoops is, and I don't know what fruit, like, I don't know what the fuck that is. Sounds pretty mid. I don't give a fuck about Monopoly. Like, at the arcade, I play it with my fucking nieces and nephews because it's a good way to get if you do 3 full plays for $3.75, you'll get like 125 tickets, which when they play dog shit games you suck at, like, it's a, who the fuck, once you can drive a car, Monopoly is like a thought of the past. It's like, okay, grandma, like that's nice. Like, Upper Deck Anniversary Expansion, like, I don't care about it, but like, if the game was good, I would definitely buy it to support the ARP. When the game shit, I don't want to buy it. And you know, like, once again, like, are they gonna put some big titty fucking fairies out there? Because that's what's gonna sell fucking packs. If fucking the DGens, like, who's playing the fucking game? I don't know. How is it like? That's cool. They're at a fucking anime festival. I'm like, on-site birthday activities. Like, this is their holy grail of like, oh my god, here it is, and then like, there's nothing here. Like, not in game, not in game, not in game, whatever the fuck that's supposed to mean. I don't know what this is. Yi Fang fruit, like, you fanged up and fucked up your own 25th anniversary. What you did, fuck me. On-site birthday. What are they? Security upgrades, fat mojo, fuck me. Speed optimization, anti-body initiative, fan art program debut, secret brand, like. So obviously, like, everyone knows, everyone was beating their meat hard about what was gonna be on the AC calendar. It's just gonna be a fucking free for all, this clusterfuck of some stamps, some more saps, some other bullshit. Like, it's just gonna be a fucking pump and dump where it's like, and they're gonna pump in shit and it's gonna dump the economy. Cause it's like, when was the last time you bought fucking Battle item since you fucking got these 5 from the fucking plot? You haven't. I mean, actually, you probably bought the fucking 10 million goodie bags that now cost 50 that no one's gonna buy anymore. Anyways, Neopets. I don't give a fuck about, like, everything just feels so inconsequential. Like, all this shit basically happened last year, and it's like version 2, and I still don't give a fuck about any of this. Don't care, like, premium. I've been talking about premium being shit for literally over a full year. Don't care. I don't give a fuck about this. I don't give a fuck about the Void. The Void just died today. I'd be like, cool, like, whatever. Trading post update. This is actually interesting. What's gonna happen here? Like, I've talked about these 4 changes and the plot being dog shit, the pacing. Like, I've talked about, like, every single thing here I've talked about. They fucking ruin these quest lines. These prizes, like they need to be updated. Need to be way more relevant. Yeah, I guess they watched one of my videos finally. Wow, a coloring book? Holy shit. Like, if you have to write out a future map and you have a coloring book, fuck me. Like, this is their big future. What's funny is they cuckolded it because I know they're still doing World of Neopets or Neopia. They're still doing that game, and they didn't put it on here because they know it's gonna get blowback. Well, if they don't make an item, if they make Battledom items, it has to be superior than what we have. Otherwise, this is completely worthless. Makes me nervous? No. Like, what a, like, here's the antibody, and she just be like, sure. The Purge, back end. This seems very ambitious. So Dom was surprisingly transparent today about the state. You, turns out when you make it for the goddamn 18th time, if the main game sucks, this other fucking shit goes down. Like the fucking dipshit fucking everyone's like rising tide or like the rising tide raises all ships. The dog shit franchise fucking sucking brings everything fucking down. I almost just punched my monitor because I'm trying to use my, like, yes, when the main game sucks, no one gives a fuck about Monopoly. When you have more players playing the game, then you can have whatever. If 2% buy, god damn it.
The Void Within, Tales of Decardia, Omelet Fairy graphic novel, the Updeck trading cards, all these different projects. I really hope that this new era is going to be another one of those notable events that helps to continue to let Neopets grow and something we can.
So this is supposed to be an update. This should be less like a circle jerk of thank you for your time here. You love the game. We love you. You're amazing. Let's hold hands. Under a fucking starlight, under a nice blanket. You know what happens? No one can see. Like a little, like give us a little warmth. You know, a little, a little pat on the back here. They like this. They love to have a Terrarium. That was like for P3's Tales was my favorite. I actually read that whole fucking book of Tales of fucking Woe. That was fun.
Can look back on in another 25 years, maybe.
No, I definitely think it will be. See you in 25 years. We're both dressed exactly the same. Crazy.
Probably a few more gray hairs by then, though.
Oh, just a couple. I agree with.
Once again, it's always just comes across as some dipshit like private meeting where it's kind of like, hey, like we're fun and we're quirky, or like it feels like they're recording, they're like knowingly recording a staff meeting they're gonna release to the public. This isn't a celebration where they're trying to communicate to the fans, hey, we love you, you're valued, like you're gonna spend money and you're gonna fucking get a good quality and we're gonna keep fucking banging it out and you're gonna have a great fucking time. Not a goddamn fucking second here have I been like, oh cool, I'm gonna get this. The game's gonna get doing this. This is what's gonna come to the player. Like fuck me.
With like all the sentiment, especially
Fuck.
is a big one. For me, it was for sure the NC Mall coming into existence. I started playing when it was already there.
Oh my god, the employee who gets paid by Neopets is happy they have a fucking place where you're gonna spend real money for in-game? Oh my god.
Fun post-apocalyptic look there. And I also hit the ground running with a bunch of spotlights. The Neopian Times was one of the major ones. But
on site. And after working with Neopets for almost 5 years, what would you say is your favorite thing that you worked on so far?
Big picture, I have to say the plot. It certainly hasn't been perfect.
What the fuck? Like, how? Is this not supposed to be a thing about celebrating the game and the players? Like everyone knows people's retention rate just fucking craters fucking down. And see the prize code. Birthday bash is the code. Apparently it's some birthday pad. I don't give a fuck about that. Of course, like this just sounds like such like this inside bullshit. Like this is the equivalent of fucking like people on Twitter like having some like whatever current day politics is. Like I support the current cause. Yeah, it's like sure, bud. Like current plot's my favorite thing. Dominic doing the fuck.
But I'm really proud.
God damn, I just can't. Like this is just like the shilling here. Like this is too much.
Proud of the story that we're weaving, and I'm excited for us to reach the end together.
What story are you weaving? We're taking a fucking like, we're on the side quests. Like fuck me.
If I had to choose one particular piece that I've worked on, because the plot is such a large thing, I think I'd have to say the poem that I wrote recently for the Fairy Artificer Trick.
For Neopets to really just have like this.
He wants to talk about a goddamn poem. When I play this game, do you think I'm looking for fucking poetry? Or am I looking for cool shit to do with my pet and hang out and explore the fucking... I live in a fucking... I'm playing a game where I'm in a fictional fucking universe with fairies and fucking war, and this guy wants to talk about fucking poetry. Like, this is why the plot sucks. Like, this guy's bragging about poetry and how the plot's fantastic. Did they update the prize pool? Fucking poetry. God damn it. Like,
dedication and commitment to the brand, and like seeing that it's like not only this year but like you've been doing like so many things in the writing field for like so long within Neopets is very, very cool. But you know, seeing that you've been here for nearly 5 years, you used to work.
Why are we stroking up? I've seen this guy on like 3 different fucking like these fucking AMA monthly things. Like, what are we doing?
In the Neopets.
They had like a full year to plan this fucking event, and this is like we're having his is. There's like, hey, this is a little side thing we do at the end of the video where you have like, we're gonna meet every whatever, you're gonna meet every fucking 2 employees, and
It's like in person.
I can't
right?
even
I just wanna
defend
know, like,
it.
what's that like?
Which was really exciting. In this wild office too, just filled with stands. Ended up separating, yeah.
Oh my god, did you guys do like any sort of costume, or was it just like a meet?
What the fuck are we doing? I still know what the fuck we're doing. This is supposed to be like the Holy Grail 25th, and we're talking about fucking poetry and like office.
We just did a little meetup. Yeah, it was just fun to get together for Halloween. We did do.
What the fuck are we talking? Like, I haven't had this many what the fuck is going on for a while. I can see why they have fucking 4 comments, because like nothing about this. It's like I'm watching a work blog.
We have a virtual office still called GatherTown where
I don't give a fuck.
We were so close. I was so excited. Yeah.
I left multiple times to try and buy those like forbidden fruit socks. But you know, that's very cool, and I love to see that you know, you
When is the next time I'm gonna hear anything about the actual fucking game?
have like fond memories.
And like what's gonna happen in the game that I can do?
I really hope that cast costume comes back out.
All those from the storage. Yeah.
Out and you know, sort of wild. So if you were to just kind of narrow it down to like this past year, what stands out the most to you?
Is this year really already over? Yeah, it is November. My goodness, it just is.
I didn't know this was like you stroking off your last year, and instead of like getting us hype about this current thing going forward. Like that's the current thing, Paul. Like, I don't give a fuck what you've done in the past. Let me know what you've done now, because the past has been fucking terrible. If there was like a vote for Dominic election, a vote for fucking like a literal pile of shit right now that was like just like the game gets no changes, that might be better. I'll be honest. Like
it's been an absolute utter blur for me. But I think I do have some favorite moments I can pick out in between the chaos. There's a lot of them really, from my time at Comic-Con speaking with fans to seeing fan
we're getting a fucking diary fucking
art of a lot of the characters' stories we're exploring on site across different socials. And I think that kind of leads me to the larger standout of this year, which is the community really feels alive again. Whether they're memeing King Tal.
What the fuck? Like, the amount of gaslighting here is crazy. The fucking community, fucking. Oh, let's go back here. The community has like no interest in the fucking base game. That's a cosplay. Makes like Rip Frogstitute. I'm very down with. A little curious why they didn't add her to be a redhead. I'll be honest. I feel like there was missed potential, like the streaks. Her nails not being repainted, kind of sus. But that fucking hip to waist ratio, like what the fuck? It's less like Sailor Moon's fucking legs. Their legs are literally, I think like. Someone did the ratio. It's like their legs are longer than their torso and head. It's fucking crazy. I can go look at what actually no, I don't need to search fucking Sailor Moon. I'm above this. You guys can search fucking 14-year-old fucking moon fairies.
Paltador or dissecting Halloween spooky stories. It's really a joy.
So I literally asked a second ago like when we're gonna hear what fucking debate. Like what are we doing? What are we doing?
The most remarkable things, not only from like your career history on Pog.
To return to that original.
You can get a pretty good gauge why the game fucking sucks. Is like they get 4 weeks to plan for this whatever hour and a half. This is actually a more important than average one, and this is what they're offering the player. Like this is like the giant red flag for like why the game sucks. This person has a fucking like 3 weeks to plan and to fucking get shit taken care of, and like we're gonna fucking get the players so goddamn fucking hyped and jacked. We're gonna like fucking like I have 7 things to get you fucking hyped for, and I'm gonna fucking list them, and you're gonna fucking drop your fucking pants to your ankles, and you're just gonna fucking lose your mind for the next hour.
And we also felt that we would need some time to implement some of the other feedback and changes that players have been putting in there, and just kind of looking at the timeline coming up. We thought the holiday season would be a good time to just take a little breather and pause. We
No,
saw
because the plot fucking sucks and no one's playing it. And it's fucking horrible. And no one gives a fuck about anything to do with the plot. No one gives a fuck about anything.
feedback from people getting overwhelmed around the time of Advent Calendar, or sorry, not Advent Calendar, the AC.
They're overwhelmed because it's fucking dog shit boring.
Alternate Cup coming out days. That way things like the Advent Calendar weren't a cause of stress for anyone, because it shouldn't be.
God, like, lying in my goddamn face. Like, look how hard this is. Oh, like, the Advent Calendar adds no stress to your goddamn day. It's like, okay, I click Explore, I click here, and then I click Advent Calendar. Where is it? I click here. Holy shit. Like, these extra 3 clicks, this is what, like, these 3 clicks are what breaks the camel's back, guys. It wasn't like fucking fighting 20 fucking individual waves and fucking that, clicking the fucking shit there, fucking whatever fucking, what else do you do the fucking plot? I like doing the fucking hospital shit. I haven't been in the hospital in fucking ever. Like, did they open up with, like, this is just like I said, if they gave your pet 1 fucking stat every time you did this, I could get it. I'd roll along the fucking party, but
That should be a fun thing for everyone. And although I wish we had the resources,
just them like being so unprepared, and then just this like, this is like when media lies to you. Like, I can see why no one trusts like they're like, we played the game and they clearly don't. So when people are like, yeah, just people get overwhelmed, it's like, yeah, it's a fucking mindless fucking grind. We're 5 months fucking balls deep, and I just cannot be fucked to play this dog shit fucking plot. I can't fight this fucking boss fucking again. It's like, oh, you go do your first of your premium fights, then your fights on top of it. It's like, oh my god, this is just fucking grinding. Like, you're just fucking playing the same level of fucking Farmville.
start with this shorter release schedule, and didn't have to make so many cuts from the start. I'm really hoping that this break will give us a chance to make some of those tweaks. And
the tweaks are to fucking wrap this shit down for fucking, instead of being 3 weeks for a chapter, make it fucking 2. Make the fucking plot points fucking easier to do, or make it, hey, you can get all your plot points in 1 fucking day. On a fucking Sunday reset, you can get your fucking max plot points, then fight Jetson fucking Ace, get your fucking whatever, 550 times 7, get your 350 void essence right at the fucking bat.
deliver the best plot we can, because that's really what it's about.
The plot's fucked. Like, I don't think anything saves the plot because I don't give a fuck about the plot.
Totally, and I really can see on our side like how much feedback has been taken into account, like going into the pause, which is very
like, go fuck yourself. I've been talking about this for like 8 months. 8 months. Like, actually no, the plot only came like 6 months ago. Like, the fuck ups with the plot were comically there at the very beginning, and even the most loyalist fans were like, this is like out of hand. And it's kind of like Twitter, where like apparently like the most vocal people defending Neopets are like the ultra fucking crazy fucking simps who like any attention will get them to fucking show up. Like, hold on, I gotta. This is one of the funniest memes there's ever been on the internet. 'Cause that's how it's like a decade ago. So there's a picture here, and it's like, we look so much like a couple here, a couple of besties. And the fucking memes about this is hilarious. Oh man. Just like the perpetual, like when the girl says to a guy, it's like, oh, I wish I could meet someone like you. It's like, yeah, like I want someone who's just more attractive. It's like, yeah, just couple of besties. Like, when I can imagine they believed the people who were defending the plot's good, all their haters. Like, I think they believed that that fucking very loud minority was generally like the general opinion, and it's like out of hand. Then once they saw the fucking numbers fucking crater into the fucking ground,
hopeful, and I am still super excited for episode 2. But sort of speaking of the plot, the players have had some follow-up questions I was hoping you could maybe clarify.
holy shit,
So the
finally.
first one is people have been worried about the pacing of the plot in addition to overall how the plot might change, and what are some adjustments you guys are making on this feedback?
Definitely understand where people are coming from there. Yeah, like I mentioned earlier, we're going to go back to a shorter release schedule, so the chapters will come out faster. We certainly don't want the plot to end later than we already planned. A year is a long time for the plot. When we were first drawing it up, I think 6 months was the original plan. So we're going to shorten it a little bit as much as we can, not in terms of story, just in terms of the cadence of releases. We're also trying to shift more resources towards the plot to help improve it across the board. We really think there's a lot of departments that need help.
A dog shit story, like, can't. We're fucking in a war and we've been following on a fucking barefoot fucking pileless fucking ferry for literally 2 full chapters. Like, I don't know how you redeem that. That's like Napoleon goes to war and then we find out his aunt is bisexual for Reddit's sake, or for fucking, and then we're gonna find out how she has to have like a lovers quarrel and how she's got to pick between living in France or like being estranged somewhere. It's like it's a goddamn Napoleon Wars, guys. I want to see some fucking cannons fucking shoot. I want to see some fucking cavalry fucking charges. I want to see some wild shit. I don't want to like. I don't give a like. God damn. I want to in a war. I want to see warriors. Like I'll give a fuck what you want. Like in a war, there are warriors. There are winners. There are losers. Someone's gonna have to die, and there has to be sacrifice.
And our design team has also been revamping what a typical plot week look like so that users don't feel like they have to grind every day for those plot points. So yeah, quite a few different things. I wish I could get into more details now, but I do just want to say a lot of the feedback.
The part where they don't have a plan yet is also not a great sign. It's like, hey, you are currently playing on average 20 minutes a day to get your max points or 15. We want to drop that number down to 5, get the same plot point. Like, if he just said that, I'd be like, alright, cool. It kind of feels like the plot point, like, if you ever like been on a farm before, it's like having to fucking clean up the fucking manure. It's like someone's gotta fucking do this, unless you have a fucking automated. Like, every day the cows are gonna shit, someone's gotta fucking do some shit or fucking take it. Like, it's always shit. Every time I do the fucking plot, it's shit. I hate the battle dome, I hate the fucking hospital, and I fucking hate clicking the fuck. Like, I hate every goddamn second of it.
That
But for a lot of players, it's necessary, and for a fucking farm, yes, you can have your fucking animals and shit.
has been put into all these different groups like we are seeing and we are listening.
And the second follow-up question is, people seem to be worried about the increased Battle Dome drops going away and code stones are slowly inflating again. Was just wondering if you had any insight on this.
Yeah, I write silly stories, so I'm gonna start by saying that this is not my arena. But I did chat
No,
and ask
literally.
around. I thought this might be a point today that we're gonna cover, so I did talk, and I can confirm that we already added more code stones to the quest log yesterday, but there are also plans to increase code stone drops in the Battle Dome as well. Please don't inflate them.
Please don't. Remember when an EO code stone was 10,000 Neo points, and that was
Like, god damn it. Like, I hate how they just don't go like, you know what? Like, this is a lot of go fuck yourself. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna have this like fucking magical place we control the money tree. And if we see people inflating, we're just gonna fucking pump and dump like 3,000 code stones a day. Hey, you wanna fuck around? Here you go. You fucked around inflation, and we're just gonna fucking dump. Each day we're gonna dump 5,000 tan code stones, or we're gonna dump 3,000 fucking red ones. Yeah, fuck around and find out. And why not doubloons too? Fuck you. Code stones, fucking nerk mids. Yeah, like you wanna fuck around, we're gonna make sure you get fucking shit on too.
when it was the most
They have so much control, and they just don't do anything.
expensive. I cannot believe
Okay,
the
Grandma,
rates
let's
to
get you
which
back
the
to bed kind of thing. Yeah.
no, the EO code stone being 10,000. That's like a solid memory for me. 100% cannot believe where she's climbed to now. The EO code stone has made it further in life than I have. But moving back to the interview, I think this might be the last question we have time for, but
Thanks.
I did notice and I'm sure the players might have as well, that there is a new The Void Within logo, new tagline. And can you maybe share a bit what the new logo is about, and perhaps maybe give us some teasers for what we can expect for episode 2?
Yeah, I can't say all too much, but I can let us know that we're going to return with episode 2 of The Void Within Lost in the Dark. I can't go into too many details, but I can share that this next installment will have more focus on puzzles, as well as increasing the amount of games, having some more Battle Dome opponents, and some new items through our comics, Battle Dome
So nothing we didn't already know.
opponent fights, and even prize shop. I could also say this break will last a few months, hopefully giving us some breathing room within the holidays, but we are planning
So
on returning to The Void Within episode 2
February?
in Q1 of 2025. So
that could be late as fucking April. So to take it off like most of November, December, January, they're gonna take off like almost at least guaranteed 90 days, and they still can't figure the fuck out.
it won't be too long.
That's like a semester of fucking college, and they can't figure out what they're gonna do for the game.
I really hope everyone doesn't lose too much excitement or momentum for these characters in the story.
Our very first giveaway of our very first live giveaway of this live. So very cute. Thank you so much, Nervous Neuron, for guessing that right. Please DM our official Instagram account.
Embarrassing thing that's ever happened to me right now.
No, me too. No, and then I'm like, oh man, I really want to be cute and mysterious. And
It'll
then I
never
go back and
happen
I'm like,
for us,
I'm telling them.
How about that Neo Sona, huh? Oh, sorry, what were you saying?
Oh no, continue.
I was just gonna say it's amazing that somebody guessed the cat cheek immediately, because you
She called it a cat cheek. Like she like it had a fucking like thing in it. This is my friend Cat Cheek.
asked us what that was last night, and I was like, I have no idea. What is it? And you're like, is it a hissy? I'm like, yeah. Oh yeah, no, that looks like a hissy. It's like people.
I don't really have an explanation for it. It's going to do.
You're wearing maybe. Let's see. There's nothing.
What are we doing?
Here. So to get us started, I would love to introduce everyone to the live.
Before we continue, this is a hashtag too white. Okay, this is problematic. As a Canadian, I just want to say hashtag not represented right now. Represented. I see no Canadians here. These are all filthy Americans.
And beginning with our first contestant, the Amanda Files, would you be able to introduce yourself and let us know what was Cass right about?
No, that's stupid. We should. Definitely been very interesting. It's taken a lot of us by surprise.
I don't know what this is.
I'm going to explain the rules very quickly for those for the viewers.
By the way,
but I think that we're ready
are they both wearing the same choker?
to play this game. So I'm going to explain the rules very quickly for those for the viewers. So as you can see, there is a board with 3 categories. Questions for this. Before we thought occurred.
Please God, get to the fucking thing.
To promote the idea that users should work hard for painted pets. Name that initiative.
Was that too? That's called
I don't know.
insane. Yeah.
Very good. Electric Mohawks will never know the OG Gup.
No. That's like
Okay,
a strawberry
well, moving
pepper.
back to the board.
They don't even have the thing where it marks out the ones they've done. Oh, this is ghetto fuck. Like, even my friends in college, like in early 2010s, knew how to not fuck this
Now,
up.
Amanda, since you got the question right, get to pick the next category.
All right.
Not even the price.
Because I have a way inflated sense of confidence, I'm gonna do lore for 500.
Lore for 500
have to
starting
know this.
off.
Come on.
Real crazy. Okay, the Neocam, which ran from 2002 to 2007, gave players a peek into Neopets HQ and also documented the Year 9 TNT Office Halloween costume party, where this costume placed first. Name that costume.
I'm just gonna guess, probably.
Okay.
Do you not buzz in? Do you not lose points?
Lower cast? No, probably not.
No, but a very educated guess. Zach and Misty, do either of you...
Lord Darrigan, I'm gonna guess.
Okay.
I'll
Too late.
also guess because I'm not sure, and there's no penalty to getting it wrong.
Yeah, good. Go.
I'm pretty
Frozen.
sure this is wrong, but the only other costume I remember is Dr. Sloth, so I'm going with that.
Good guess too.
Ooh, also a good guess, but incorrect. I will just reveal the answer.
let her have a chance.
It was Go Rue Island, and this is a high quality photo, guys.
What the fuck are we doing?
I always want to talk about how much. Okay, this one. Who I'm gonna pronounce everything wrong, but who is the brother of Remnock the Nomad?
Is that NeoQuest?
This was written
The
by
one
Rudy from
thing.
Jelly Neo.
Okay, of course it was. Yeah, thanks, Rudy. Great job.
Is this the Loop from Neoquest, the main guy?
Could we try?
I will just be revealing the answer. However, I will be going back to the Discord to see if anyone's got it, because I'm very curious to know how diehard our fans are. But the answer is, and I'm just gonna say Damon like Matt Damon, Damon the Nomad.
So their names are
Not
reversed.
only Nomad, spelled backwards.
This is like Ramon and Nomar. I'll never forget I knew twins and their names were Ramon and Nomar and they're backwards and I just felt so bad for them.
Thank you for that.
I'll do one more. This is just
I feel like I should know this
No,
one.
I
but I do not.
totally should.
I don't know what fucking alcoholic fucking drugs they're taking. But if you think these people are talking about 2025 pet, like 2019-year-old fucking lore,
Oh my gosh, I'm just gonna probably guess. I think. Oh, Scary Jack.
Deletes an item from your opponent's set of weapons before.
like what the fuck, like.
Drawn to celebrate the 20th anniversary, these two fairy elements are featured in the Neopets version of the cat meme.
I'm
Another
sorry?
hurdy question.
Wait.
Did they not like run this by
Which one is
There's a
anyone?
cat meme where the cat is like at a table and
So like people see two fairies and then they just go like, oh, like
Oh, at the
Jennifer
table.
Lawrence like screaming and yelling.
Was it the Pepsi Gellert plushie?
It was the Pepsi Gellert plushie. It's like $1,500 on eBay now.
who's gonna win this?
Zach, I was
That's
waiting for
incredible.
you, isn't it?
I
That's
just
so
bet that
crazy.
Missy gets the. Let's
Their way. Using the arrow keys, you can control this Neopet on a game of
Minchi.
beach volleyball. What is the canonically correct pronunciation in the Neopets pronunciation book? What is the canonically correct pronunciation for that Neopet? Starting off with, everybody's gonna get a chance to answer, and I'll let you know if you're right. Starting off with Amanda.
If it's not Mincy, then I'm jumping out the window. Mincy?
Okay.
Hmm.
Zach.
pretty sure it's Munsi. I can't
And-
quite tell if I get that right.
And Missy.
I literally know I've had arguments about this, I believe, with Hurdy. And the fact that I have forgotten what he said is correct because I was like, dude, you're wrong. It hurts my soul.
Let's
Oh,
let's
man.
fucking get
Okay,
after
I'm just
it.
going to say Minky, and I'm going to jump off a bridge. Final
I
answer.
want to
It-
give you.
If it's like Mycenae, I'm gonna lose my mind.
I want to give you Neocash because I say Minky. Actually, Zach is correct. It is canonically and very unfortunately on the site Moonsea.
Grammatically, if it's supposed to be an English word, this is not how you would make any kind of like no.
No, no.
This is like if you ever get bored, go to tragedy on fucking Reddit, and it's like, yeah, like
Moonsy, when I catch you!
What? I will. For those of you saying Aisha in the chat, it's not. Oh my God! So, and without any further ado, I am very excited to welcome back TNT Dom to the stage.
to see
okay, like I just take this as like I know he's trying to do like advertising, but like I'm really over this dog shit fucking hat. It's like to me this is like him having a fidget spinner. It's like they're done, old man. Go home. Like it's over. It's dead. GG. Like no one has them anymore.
how excited our community is for all the events, and it's a great milestone, and can't wait to bring
It's like, hey, cool. I got a Tamagotchi. Yeah. It's like, no,
to
bro.
share all the great news with you all.
Literally, yeah. And you
Look
know,
how
I
sad
would
he
love to
looks.
ask you more about like how it's been going, just like in your personal life.
I
But
keep
I'm
trying-
very excited for you to kind of share before we get into the AMA, the roadmap for 2025.
Oh my, this is
or
a
unless you
long
wanna do that
AMA.
after the questions.
Fuck
Which do you want to
me.
do first? Do you want to answer pressing player questions or share what we've got in store for next year?
Fuck
Yeah,
me.
we can go through the roadmap first. I guess that's also a good segue.
Sounds
Yeah, so I
good.
mean, you also asked. Oh, people. players to really see the revival of the Neopets classic site, particularly in all the updated.
Like, imagine this is like that fucking dog shit restaurant. You gotta drive by in your like route to work or like somewhere, and it's like new ownership, big old fucking like sign outside, and then like you drive by it like a year later, and you're like, that sign is still fucking up after like literally 12 months.
Features that we're bringing. So we'll share this on our social media as well. And I'm very proud that the team is kind of finally at the final stretch of delivering a lot of the promises that was made when we started kind of like this whole Neopets revival. I know we have been counting down to this 25th anniversary for almost a year, and then there's a lot of things that will happen kind of like in the coming months. Kind of like
questions that the players have been asking.
I think we can share more details on with this roadmap so that we can continue to get more feedback. And a lot of these items are kind of like the most.
You've already hoard out the word feedback
from a community, so feel free to continue to give us more feedback and comments. And we're listening. We're always trying to balance the improvement of the site and also
That's a
balancing,
lie.
kind of like adding new plots, new features, and also fixing a lot of the bugs, as you all know. So it's always a great challenge for us, but we're ready to march on.
They're never gonna like. Everyone knows the fucking food kitchen quest line fucks out the trades. It can just delete your fucking shit, and they're just gonna willy-nilly just say let's not address that.
Awesome, yeah. And before we get into the AMA questions that the players have asked, I actually just wanted to ask specifically about the 25th anniversary. So we know that there's some really exciting things planned for the 25th anniversary on site, and I was wondering if you could share with us a sneak peek as to what those might be, like what's coming for the 25th anniversary.
Yeah, sure. I don't want to spoil too much, but there will be a lot of new things, like new avatars, new Battle Dome items.
Why don't you want to spoil things? I don't know what the fuck they're talking about. We don't want to spoil like they do think like I'm literally waiting for like the day of like Christmas to get the present. It's like I know I'm getting the present. Just tell me what like the fuck it is.
Some random stat boost to active like some pets and Battle Dome, new stamp, and then in real life there will be the birthday bash.
Oh wow, a new stamp! Oh my god, like whoa, reinventing the wheel.
So yeah, a lot of exciting things going on.
Oh, like new ways to train your like stamp. Wow, like...
Awesome, yeah. And I know people have been wondering about like the 25th anniversary like paintbrush and the Peppa paintbrush. Those will also, the colors will be activated and we'll be releasing those on our birthday. And also nostalgic pet styles in the 25th anniversary colors, which is super cool. And now moving on to
favorite. What's your favorite among the paintbrush?
Oh man, it has to be the pink eyeshadow.
I hate how we just like leave the path of a interview. It's like how about we like
just because it's pink, but I know that the Drake is really popular as well. Yours is probably the Shoiru, right? Focusing on the Neopets website.
Oh, praise the good Lord! Did they actually ask the question? Oh man, sorry, my pants have to be dropped on my ankles.
Was why are we putting more effort into
also like the spit on her lip there, whatever that is really tilting me.
Like the apps instead of focusing on the Neopets website.
Oh, tell me.
Yeah, so I would say we're still putting a majority of our effort on the classic site. As you've seen on the roadmap, most of the updates are related to the classic site. We're related to.
Let's just fact check that real quick. Where's this fucking map? Let's just fact check this fucking. Let's just see all these game content updates. So I don't. So that one, no. They have. I don't know what that even means. This is the same. They just changed the rewards. So, no, yes. Hopefully, like when they say this, I don't believe this. What this like. I don't know how this makes the game more fun. Like this is super important to me. Security upgrade, like what are we upgrading? I don't know what that even means. I don't know, like nothing really here gets me excited for like the game getting better. And no, like ooh, the theme update, whoa, different color, whoa, coloring book.
To the bug fix. I would say like 60% to 70% of our effort are still on the classic site. And I think the reason why we need to put efforts into kind of launching mobile apps, for example, Fairy Fragments, Tales of the Cardia, and also launching our licensing and merch program, because those are kind of like in the investment stage that we need to show our investors, our partners, and our potential licensees that there's kind of like we're investing into the future of Neopets, so that they would be willing to invest and partner.
But when you're hemorrhaging, like I'm gonna guess there's only some, like say they have $100 to spend in a month. If spending 100 is what's gonna have you the most amount of players in 8 months from now, versus like you spending 60 and you're gonna only have retain half, at some point you gotta figure out what, like, this is truly like, are you gonna try to have all 5 fingers or cut off the one that has frostbite that's gonna, or it has poison or whatever that has fucking space aids on it? Are you willing to sacrifice that pinky to have the hand live?
With us. If we're only kind of working on the classic game, to be honest, it will be very hard for us to really get these partners excited. I mean,
I don't understand that even fucking, like why do I care about your, like, are the people who are not spending $14 on fucking garbage art not the people you're trying to keep spending money? Like, who? I don't know his business model because he hasn't been very clear about it, but I would have just shut this shit down like fucking Elon Musk. I would have gone down to fucking like 8 employees and been like, okay, like, we're gonna do this, and then if we can't stay afloat, then we're going down to this. If you guys buy a whole bunch of fucking NC stuff, I can hire 10 people, or we can go to 10 or 12. Like,
I know our users
having these dog, like, I'll give a fuck about Monopoly. Monopoly will not change any level of care my fucking mind.
really care most, our core users care most about the classic side. We definitely know that, and we're listening. But it's a balancing kind of act between we need to fix the site, but
Okay, so like he just doesn't give a fuck about the game more or less. Like, hey, like when you're buying this, like, this is why I don't have premium, because I don't think they value me as a player that I want to give them money. Like, I'm paying per month. I don't think I'm getting the value of that money per month in the game content. So yes, he has chosen to do dog shit side projects versus making the thing I care about do good. All right? It's like, you guys had an election in the States. Like, what are you gonna do for me? It's like when Kamala said she wouldn't change anything. It's like, well, Biden has a negative approval rate, and when you say you're not gonna change anything, it's like, that's not the answer. Whatever the fucking problem people think, whether it's true or not, you can't just say I would change nothing. You cannot. When the majority of your player base is saying the plot's dog shit, you have to do something.
also kind of start investing into the future to make sure that we have.
What future? Like, who's playing mobile app games is gonna be your future? What the fuck is this guy even, like, what is he talking about?
We can have 25 more years of Neopets for us to.
I don't know what drugs he's taking, but yeah.
To enjoy and play, and that's kind of why there's more than just a classic site that we need to focus on. And
Does this dipshit not know that literally a third of all its active players are bot accounts? And he's talking about this site still existing.
it's kind of like we basically have a 3-pillar strategy for the company, and as we mentioned, classic site is the where we put the most effort, and the IP and licensing business is basically kind of like launching more merch, finding licensees to help us launch new products like the Fat Mojo plushies, Upper Decks.
Yeah, $120 for a plushie. Don't you guys feel fucking value, like they're fucking putting their time and effort into the right fucking thing? 120 fucking USD for a fucking plushie, please.
Like a trading card games, and then I know there's a lot of.
Yeah, like, I'm just so hyped to have fucking trading card games. Like, these are all just completely, like, I'm looking for, like, fucking to throw, like, a strike down the plate in baseball, and they're talking about playing Tiddlywinks. I'm like, what? I'm like, why are there marbles at the baseball game? Where are the bases? Where's the field? Where's the bat?
Comments about wanting us to expand our merch program to more global places. So that's also where we need to invest to build the brand, to make sure that like licensees are comfortable. And
yes, these overpriced plushies, this fucking pre-workout, these fucking TCG, These mobile, like they're really building them. Oh my God, this Connect 3. Let me go see what Neopets is up to.
Want to invest with us to build out these distribution channels. I mean, because like 65% of our user base is in US, so normally that's licensees, like if they have to make a bet, it has to be in US and Canada first before they're comfortable in launching merchandise in other places. But for example, like we're trying to have our own eShop and launching merchandise where it can be shipped globally, although sometimes shipping fees can be a little bit prohibitive.
How the fuck does every Twitch streamer with over 1,000 subs have that, but this fucking company can't figure it the fuck out, right? It's a fucking, it's not a selling point.
But that's kind of also trying to have at
Excuse
least
me.
part of our offering that can be enjoyed by Neopians around the world.
This is like the pretty girl, well not pretty. This is the girl who's like, she's been quite pretty, but she's not pretty enough to like be a mainstay fucking model or a celebrity. But like she's willing to do the fucking Harvey Weinstein, but she just isn't gonna be the A-list celebrity. Where they're gonna whore themselves to fucking merchandise, mobile app games, TC, like they're gonna do all the fucking like ceremonies and rituals to wanna be the fucking like sellout where we know what you're gonna do, you're gonna dance, you're gonna like, but they just don't have the face or the talent to actually do what the dream is. So the dream's gonna die. But like they just haven't accepted, like they're not 30 and losing their looks yet to know the dream's dead.
And the third pillar of the strategy is basically the new Neopets experiences. So we want to show kind of like a lot of partners that there's a modernized Neopets experience that can potentially.
Why aren't you just trying to make the game profitable? Like, hey, I have 8 employees and I'm paying them $1,000 a month. So I gotta pay off 8,000 a month, and I gotta pay 10,000 for the website to run. Okay, can I make $18,000 a month and work about that? Like, that's what I would try and do. I would just try to make the fucking site profitable. It's very straightforward. We know what it is. If I can sell these fucking capsules, how many fucking is that? Let me just fucking. Sorry, I'm a calculator. I don't want to fucking click shit. 10% battery, not good, not good. At 18,000 and $15 NCUCs, that's 1,200. Okay, there you go.
Actually get new users to come or get a lot of lapsed users to come.
Him just giving this frantic ramble route just means they're not doing well. Like, and he was not like this is like when you go ask a guy, "Do you have my money?" and then he runs his mouth and then the guy goes, "You better have my fucking money in 2 days from now. You're going to fucking lose your fucking whatever thingies." Like you just seeing this, and like this is copium. Like this is like
Back.
He has the crypto scam thing. What's gonna how it's gonna work to become famous, and it's like these two things are so flawed. You're never gonna get that.
And play because like the hurdle.
Or like it's like that it's like with women it's like you get 2 of these 3 things, you can't get 3, and one's like is crazy, good looks, cooks. It's like you get 2, you never get 3. You always get one. Like, you have like he wants to have all 3, and you can't have all 3. That's the flaw of a lot of people.
To go back to classic site, if they haven't been playing Neopets for 10-15 years, sometimes it's really hard with kind of like assisting kind of like the existing situation of the site. It's kind of hard for people to jump back in. So that's kind of why we have these new investing into building these new businesses.
Once again, like he said this the last time, and I lost my fucking mind. Who the fuck after 10 years was like, oh, let me see what fucking mobile app games. Oh, there's a Fairies Builder, and I beat the game in an hour. Let's go check out fucking Neopets. Said no one ever.
And then sort of another follow-up question that I guess kind of goes in hand with that is why haven't we seen more improvement to the classic website itself?
Oh man, like my pants are fully gone now. Holy shit, he's just taking them right in the goddamn chin. Oh my goodness. Like
Yeah, to be honest, we kind of like reflect on that on a daily basis, how we can see more improvement and deliver better upgrades to the site so that it's less laggy, it loads faster.
we want fun. Sorry, my throat's like I don't know, I got this a rug. Maybe I got Rona. I have no idea,
things
but
like that. But it's also like a balancing between kind of like what we mentioned in the past, like we have been investing more and more into the classic site as the site is growing.
You guys ever had that when like usually like you can only breathe out of like one nostril, and then your brain's like, how about I close them both down? And you're like, what?
As more users are coming back and generating more revenue. But currently, at the stands, we still need to kind of like for the past year, a lot of things have.
I truthfully believe that like in this renaissance revival, they want to call it, I think they've already hit their peak at what like the most amount of people were gonna pay and invest in money. Like outside of them actually adding an actual like pay to win fucking access to the fucking site, I think they've truly hit the max what people are gonna pay to experience the game for. Like I truly think their most profitable month, outside of them just adding like, hey, you can pay $15 to have a permanent wraith paintbrush you can paint your pets not, unless they add something like that or some other wild shenanigans. I think they've probably had their most profitable month in the past 12 months, and they're gonna see in the next 12 months if they keep doing the same shit. Hopefully, I can look back upon that and not. I mean, no one's gonna get this fucking far in the video, but
Have been happening in the back end. For example, security upgrades, infrastructure upgrades, some of the kind of like they're just fixing our tech stack before we can add new improvements. And a lot of those efforts have taken much longer than we originally envisioned. And then now it's kind of we have a much better foundation for us to build on top.
because our question is, how much of this time are you fucking dicking around playing My Little Pony for fucking these cross fucking brands over, not having fucking three like people? Fuck my nose. People have been like, why don't you just fucking hire like 4 good programmers and coders at the fucking start and just fucking tear apart the other bullshit? Just fucking stabilize the fucking core of the game and then build out. Like,
And I think for the next few months, we'll start seeing a lot more of these quality of life improvements that is more visible to our players and to the community. So yeah, I'll say we're still working very hard around the clock to deliver on our promises since we started on this journey. And then we definitely have all our priorities straight to really improve the site. And then a lot of
like at what point do you say like the grand opening is over? Like they've been having ownership for over 12 months. Like at what point do we like do you use the word revival is kind of over?
these would be more evident.
Yeah, and another concern I see a lot, which is why it's a question for this AMA, especially when it comes to the mobile apps you're describing, it seems like the Neopets team is putting a lot of focus into generating revenue instead of actually improving gameplay. And
Oh my goodness, I might be naked here soon. You know, like when you're playing like Truth or Dare, like shot for shot, and we're just like I might be like this is 3 fucking great questions in a row. I'm gonna be naked here soon.
they were wondering why that is.
Well, first of all, I'd like to thank the community for supporting us.
Okay, so like this is like the worst fucking answer. It's like, hey, we think you're doing dog shit. We want to have a fucking great fucking answer of why you're not making the game good. Don't tell me thanks for the question. We've been asking about this for 12 months, and now we're gonna get it now.
All over the years, and during this revival we've been generating a pretty good growth in terms of MAU, in terms of revenue. But to be honest, at it currently stands, Neopets is still a loss-making effort, and then for the past year we're still in kind of like survival mode trying to revive Neopets. We've been doubling our MAU, and then revenue wise we're also doubling, but we're in such a deep hole in the past that we're still kind of trying to climb back up to where.
Like, did you inherit their debt? Did you marry Neopets and accrue their fucking what? Like, did they not like? Did they have like we owe Alice $2 million? Like, I don't know. Like,
where we can put this into a more sustainable mode so that we can generate more revenue to invest into really fixing the site, growing the team, putting out more artists, and really generating more content for the site itself. But as I mentioned, we're also investing into the future where a lot of those.
if you don't have a set future, you don't work. Like, if your kids are starving today, you're not putting away money for churro money at Disneyland, right? Like, unless you know you're gonna live to see that day, don't worry about that day. Worry about this day.
Is actually helping us to build up the brand, and then some of these programs.
Like, you don't plan your 10-year anniversary if you're going to bed and someone's not in the bed with the other person, right? Like, you need to fix the here and now before you start LARPing the future, right? Like,
for licensing and merch. Most of them are like 18 to.
And like a lot of the queens for fucking Neopet fans who don't watch my videos, like Taylor Swift said, Band-Aids don't fix bullet holes, guys. Like no little fucking cheap fucking gimmies are gonna make me want to pay you money anymore. I'll take the freebie, but I'm not gonna fucking give you $14 fucking art purchases.
24 months kind of like leeway. We sign a partner, and then before we actually make money, we kind of like do the products, sampling. There's a lot of back and forth before we can start kind of like generating revenue.
So you're spending money and not receiving a return. Real fucking smart.
From these new businesses. But for the classic site,
I thought he was gonna say, hey, we're whatever $1 million in debt, and then we do a paid promotional where we partner with whatever this brand is, and they just give us $100,000 up front, and then we're gonna split the profits, whatever 60, whatever, fucking some numbers, and then I can use this little chunk of money here to put back into the game.
We're very glad that the community has been very supportive. So we have a close to 350K MAU. Around 10% of our users are kind of our subscribers or NC purchasers, and then basically they're the core of the kind of like.
He is kissing and telling. He is letting people know he is available, and like he wants to work someone else on the downstroke, not just the upstroke.
So we have a close to 350K MAU. Around 10% of our users are kind of our subscribers.
Sorry, I fucked it up.
That's
monthly active users.
10% of our users are kind of our subscribers. We're very glad that the community has been very supportive. So we have a close to 350K MAU.
350K, and how many of those are bots? So he's saying there's 350 monthly active, and how many of those are like it's like Neo Chu says. How many of those are you logging onto your side accounts that he says that?
Around 10% of our users are kind of our subscribers or.
So he says there's 35,000. It's 350. That means 35,000 are premium users, right? So I think that's a lie, first of all. But let's get our trusty calculator out. Let's see. What's the Neopets premium cost? $8 a month USD. Fuck me. So 35,000. So he's getting paid 280K a month apparently. If you have 35,000 paying $8 a month, obviously you can do cheaper. But at 280K a month, how they like, and then they're selling other shit too, like.
NC purchasers, and then basically they're the core of the kind of like keeping Neopets afloat. But that's why we're balancing between how we can generate enough revenue to keep the site sustainable, so that we can work on all the fixes and continue to deliver a better Neopets experience. But also that's kind of why we have in the past prioritized a little bit more on generating revenue, because we're in just like survival mode. Once we're now in a better foundation, going forward, we're about to break even soon, hopefully, and then that's when we can start putting more effort on improving the quality of life type of aspects. So I think that's why I've been saying that I think in the next few months we'll see a lot more of those upgrades, because we're kind of like switching kind of like the mode from survivor mode to more building mode and generating more content mode.
Yeah, super cool. And these are big general like overarching questions we always see, but I'm gonna hit you with some more very specific ones coming up. So the next question is, I'm not sure how well known it is, but there are several of us who completed the Fairy Festival and still cannot click on Fiora to receive the prizes, trophy, or avatar. Will this be fixed?
Yes, this was
20 requiring.
That's great. I don't care about that. Sorry.
A 24-hour cooldown to play. These were all issues that people were hoping to address. I think before we put the plot on pause, but
high score table glitch. I think
they said they were gonna fix that.
We still need more kind of like detail.
That's an in-game quirky question. Let's move on.
Has always been to make more improvements to the Battle Dome alongside with the plot, and then
God damn, like every time we have plans, we implement changes. Like I have nothing to say now. I have no
we do have plans to increase this in the future, and alongside with other changes to the Battle Dome. So we're definitely working hard to make Battle Dome more kind of like a more and more important part. Since some of these
with the release of the new book, any chance we get I don't care. Like I don't care about that at all.
And then the next question is, are there intentions to fix the interpolation/compression issues on the new pet styles? For example, the newly released spooky and prismatic styles, as well as wearables. All the smaller versions.
Actually, we have started some of the purge in the back end. So things that are not related to accounts and pets usernames and things like that, we actually have started. So including a lot of the data tables, a lot of the old stuff that we don't need. So that is part of the effort to improve the server speed and kind of like hopefully makes the lagging. Yeah. So this is also an interesting because of this ticket submission. We actually looked into it and saw that it was removed by mistake. So we added it. We already
Oh, it's no one's fault, just a mistake.
added back in. I think around a few days, a week ago. So yeah, so so this is also some of the backend upgrades that we did, and we're not intentionally removing the prizes for caption contests. So in the past, a lot of these trophies, avatars, prizes were rewarded to users like manually by our staff, and then we actually try to optimize the workload and automated the system. But somehow the new automated system are not giving prizes as intended, leading to this issue. So we will look into it. But for now, the caption contest will, in this time being, will just award trophies and avatar. But in the future, it should the prizes should come back.
Yeah. Oh man, it just sucks that like this was like all done manually, and then we're like, but a great fix would be to not do it
Yes, the same people kept winning every fucking prize.
manually, and then in doing that change, it like guys posted, and then the
This anime sucks
these decisions.
now.
So we have to coordinate to track like these unfilled albums and find opportunities to help complete them. So the work is not just to design and release.
What a fucking waste of fucking time that was. Like, nothing about the future really got fucking said. Any more fucking comments? I'm just curious. It's been an
It's
hour.
more like we need input and collaboration from various like team leads. So it's kind of like
One more comment. LOL. What a waste of fucking time that was. Fuck me. Right, what was the fucking code again? Birthday bash? Where is the actual place? I hate this little separate tab there. Fuck me. I think it's here, isn't it? uh, Holiday bash?
is more internal coordination that we have to pull.
Birthday bash. It was the monster mash. Birthday. Fuck. Stay on point one time. Birthday bash. God damn it. Birthday bash. I missed the A. I wish it was standing like on an angle. It looks so sad like that. Alright, I want to go see actually first. Are people actually gonna go inflate R99s, guys? Is that a real thing? These are all R99s. If I had Super Shot Wizard, it might be easier to find out. No. Not that item. Let's like at least go to like 500. How about one of these? Forbidden Zafara. 7,500. No, okay, so this whole panic thing hasn't happened yet, so. There's gonna be sadness here. They didn't have the fucking paintbrush, right? Yeah, I know. I'm honestly shocked it's not even NC purchasable. Wish my nose worked, that'd be kind of nice. A hissy fit. Okay, I read the first two comments on this, right? Code stone prices. This is the summary. Yeah, this was a big fucking miss. I don't get like. Uh, this is the summary of the AMA. That's kind of funny to me. The pronunciation, when you saw that. Pretty fucking nothing burger of a fucking AMA. New ad block pop up. This must be they need the money. That's new. Let's see if I get an ad. Let me tell you, I will not fucking deal with ads. I can promise you that. Ad blocks at 9. Obviously, you know I don't have premium, guys. No, went down to 7. I'm not sure how that even happens. All right. Um, there you go. Change uBlock origin. Not yeah, like this is like people using Microsoft fucking Word, what it's called. Like, if you guys aren't on the fucking, living your best life with uBlock, I'm taking a break since the yeah, like I said, like I think their most profitable month was in the past 12 months, not in the next 12 months. This isn't gonna make me pause my ad blocker or buy premium. It's just gonna make me use the site less. Yeah, well, like that's the risk they're willing to take, right? Like they spent money to do that, right? Come on, nose. Work. People not knowing about uBlock Origin to me is crazy. Yeah, when YouTube had that, this is over a year ago. I've been doing this. There you go, on Ghostery. Maybe they should make. I'll let them know. Okay, this is actually funny to me. This is gonna be an ad. No. I think Joe Biden's also. Actually, Joe Biden's so happy right now. How about no? Ouch. How else are they gonna say you pay for premium that Battlezone prices have plummeted in value? It's nice to see that all their fuck ups slowly all come to fucking roost. I, I'm really hoping to see down here someone said like, "You gotta make money somehow, guys." Come on, where are you? Nothing. This womps. Just like this is supposed to be a thriving game, and like that's their 25th anniversary, and like their posts are getting like it's their big day. It's their big day, and it's like 200 upvotes, 50 comments, 27. That's 70. Does this look like a game that's doing well? They broke 100,000. That's nice. Fragment Fairy Hell. Yeah, I believe it. Huh. Hopeful Vibes Edition. That's nice. Ooh. we all know this person was scared there was a monster under their bed, so they did this with the flash to make sure there was nothing gonna get under there and get them. Oh man, I remember these little things here, man. Like, and it just these things so easily fell over and fucked everything up. All right, well that was enough. A fucking hour and 15. Fuck me. All right, peace.